Hey everyone, thanks for coming into my channel. Please remember to give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe if you would. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond to them as soon as possible. I took some pictures at my local grocery store the other day, and I wanted to show this little video article that I saw. Also, that goes along with I wanted to let everybody know that I do believe that these food shortages, that we're only in the beginning stages of them, and price increases, that this is not a temporary event that is just going to unwind itself because it's already baked into the cake. We had short supplies coming into this year, and now we have issues. So we're not going to avoid the short supplies. There's no way of avoiding them this year, even through the fall and next spring. It'll require something major occurring in order to avoid these higher prices and ongoing shortages in the store.
John Boyd Jr., fourth generation farmer, president of the National Black Farmers Association, with us from Virginia. Good to see you, sir. I appreciate it. How close are we to major dislocations in America's food supply?
We're in a crisis right now in America as far as the food chain goes and what's going on with the American farmer in this country. As you just spoke about the wetlands up in Illinois and the surrounding states that haven't been able to get a plow and a planter in the field, we're going to lose a lot of production there. The war in Ukraine and what's going on with Russia, you're taking out pretty much a whole region of the world that's not going to be able to produce corn, wheat, and soybeans. We're going to see a lot of empty shelves and a lot more higher prices. For those people who haven't been to the grocery store lately, the prices are already rising and they're going to continue to go up. For the first time in my 39-year career as a farmer, I'm paying $5.63 for a gallon of diesel fuel, $900 a ton for fertilizer, all-time high prices for soybean seeds. And this is a time where America needs to pay attention to what's going on to farmers, because you may not need a doctor or a lawyer or something like that, but you need a farmer every day. When I finish, I'm going to eat dinner somewhere. So we need food. And this, I want to say this because I think it's very important. Farming isn't Republican. It isn't Democratic. It isn't independent. It's food. Land is neutral. My grandfather said land knows no color, doesn't know any party. If we do what we need to do, we can produce the food. So this is the time where the American people need to get behind and support the American farmer and put pressure on the administration to put things in place to help the farmers right now.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna ask this because the baby formula shortage, the administration seems so surprised by. They say, "Oh, no, nobody saw this coming," and then they said, "Oh, but we've been working on it for months." And then yesterday they just held a meeting about it. You're ringing the alarm bells right now about what?
Ringing the alarm bells right now. So this is some things that I saw at my local grocery store. I thought this was really interesting. The majority of the Progresso soups now, this is just one of my favorite soups that I like, they have gone to this light soup, as you can see here. Like, very low calories per can, and these are large cans. And basically they've put this dashed line here with the top 25% of the can being in white. I think they're showing you, well, we put soup in the can to right here, and then we added water for you. So there you go. Jeez. The soup line is right here. Just says soup right there. And water's above that. So I don't know. But you're not getting as many calories and you're not getting as many ingredients. Interesting way of covering that up by calling it light. I don't think I've actually seen, no, I haven't. And I've never seen light Progresso. This was a crazy one. We're now down to 20-ounce mayonnaise, freaking $4.88. No longer 32-ounce, 30-ounce, 28-ounce. Now it's 20-ounce. I heard there's some 15 ounces out there for about $5 also. With the peanut butter recall, this is what my peanut butter section looks like now. A lot of these sections, they've really shrunk. I mean, peanut butter used to be 3, 4 times this size. Now we got some Skippy and Nutella. This is meat, ground beef area, grass fed. And here I was just showing some prices. These are the per pound prices. $7.28, $19 for 3 pounds, $6.48, $8.98. Some stuff is $4.98 there, I guess. I didn't notice that when I was in there, but I thought it was all about $6 and above. Just crazy prices, no longer $2, $3, beef at all. Oh, this was insane. This is the pancake area. I mean, you can see because we got oatmeal over here and syrup here. The pancake area used to be like 3 times this size. And I mean, what happened to, used to be mainly Aunt Jemima, Pillsbury, Bisquick. Look, we don't even have those. There is no Aunt Jemima. There is no Bisquick. Uh, no Pillsbury. There is Betty Crocker. This is a local brand, Krusteaz. It's pretty good. We have Great Value, and we have this Hungry Jack, which I thought they only sold the Hungry Jack at the dollar store. And then look at that. These are pancake mixes here. Funfetti pancakes, Dunkaroos, Lucky Charms, Epic Chocolate, Pink. I mean, so the cereals are just starting to go everywhere. I noticed we already have cereal on 2 aisles. Now we've got cereal on the pancake aisle. I guess there's not enough flour. These prices don't seem outrageous. They don't seem great either, because the Hungry Jack is not a very high quality one. So I guess you are looking at $3, $4, $5 there for pancake mix. Oh, you know what? I don't think I clicked on this. Oh, this is butter. And don't be fooled here. These are not 4 cubes. These are not a pound. These are half pound. The Kerrygold and the Danish Creamery. So that's $3.66, $3.47 for a half pound. Over here is the 1 pound Land O'Lakes. Took away the Indian lady. $4.98 a pound. This is our local Dairy Gold. $4.67 Challenge Butter. That's good. $4.67. Tillamook, $4.98. I mean, you're talking $5 a pound for butter. $5 a pound for butter. We got here. Oh, this is going on everywhere. This is stew meat. $6.48 for stew meat. Stew meat used to be like $2 a pound. That's just the chewy chunks that nobody really wants. $6.48 a pound now for stew meat. Crazy. Oh, and I haven't bought these in a long time, but I used to. This is just ballpark beef franks. Just the 8-pack of hot dogs. This is not the special ones whatsoever. $4.22 for a pound of ballpark franks. That's unbelievable. All right. Well, we can listen to this guy a little more. He's a very intelligent guy. Has some great points to make.
What's going to happen come late summer, fall, and then into next winter? What do you need from the administration that they're not giving you to do whatever you can to keep all of us fed?
Right now, farmers need farm operating capital. We need emergency funding. I reached out to the OCC, head of the OCC, to bring our top 10 banks to the table to see what they can do to put some emergency funding in the hands of farmers so that we can plant our crops. These high costs of expenditures are not in our budget, people. We didn't know we were going to be paying $6 for diesel fuel and $900 for a ton of fertilizer. So we need help, and we need it now. And we only have a short window of opportunity. We can't come back in July and say, "Oh, since we found a little bit of money, we're going to start."
Yeah, hard to put crops and corn and everything else in for July. The president, in his policies or his proposal promises to eliminate the baby formula shortage, he said he's going to cut through all this red tape. Yes. Is there red tape that farmers are up against right now, especially the small independent guys, that the administration could eliminate? Like what?
Absolutely. Right now, we, as African-American farmers in this country, we have $5 billion that's being held up in federal aid and debt relief to farmers and farmers of color that we really could use right now.
Yeah.
And the president told me last year at the White House that he would sit down with me to talk about a strategic action to put something in place to help these needy farmers right now. That meeting hasn't happened. So I'm on your show tonight to saying for anybody from the administration, my phone number is the same, and I'm waiting to have that meeting, and we need to have it now. All and right. we have to make sure that these farmers have access to credit. So when that ground dries out, we can't be scrambling looking for monies to pay for the seed bill, the fertilizer dealer.
I hear you, John. I only got about 30 seconds, but I just wanted to get to this. Corn's up 9%, soybeans up 66% this year, wheat up 22.7%. Obviously, you talked about how the American people are also paying the price for this. What's the worst case scenario? Is it a baby formula shortage for everything from cereal to ice cream?
Yes, and you're going to see a lot of shortages in all those commodities that you showed up there on the screen, from Kellogg's Corn Flakes. Corn is used to make those things.
Yeah.
Local bread, wheat is used to make those things. And all of the other additives that we use in other portions of the food. And the major three commodities.
This is what a lot of people don't know, that corn and wheat and soybean oil are in a lot of things. Like, this is, just crazy to think about, right? Ice cream shortages and petroleum products.
Commodities that American farmers still grow better than anyone: corn, wheat, and soybeans. So we have to make sure that we get those acres in the ground so that we don't have empty shelves.
Wheat chaff is in kitty litter, paper, all kinds of stuff. So
in the coming months.
Hey, John, we appreciate you being here and being so blunt and honest. It's sometimes hard to hear these things, but we need to hear the warnings. We appreciate it. Love to hear the lessons your father taught you, and we'll be back in touch. All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
So kind of crazy there. Yeah, and the money never showed up. It's planting season. It's coming to the end of planting season. Like he said, a lot of people don't know. See, the farmer doesn't sell their product until the fall and sometimes even winter, because you harvest it and you don't always sell it all right in October or November. So initially, all the funds are going out of the farmer's budget, and they take out loans in early January and February from the banks, anticipating on what their costs are going to be, in relation to what they were the previous year, and not knowing that these prices were going to spike and go up insanely. The fertilizer and the fuel and all those things, that didn't happen until February, March, and April. It was already too late. So a lot of these farmers are not going to have enough funds to actually get the crops to the ground. We're going to have reduced crops worldwide, and it will affect America. It's going to affect a lot of other countries way worse. There's going to be food riots, fuel riots going on all around the world. Prepare yourself and be ready. Take care of your loved ones. Help them be prepared. And I hope